While most of us were having a holly jolly Christmas yesterday, we had sort of a pop culture tsunami hit that nobody seemed to notice. In fact, Disney made sure everybody had a lump of coal in their stocking. And if you didn't get it then, you're going to get it now because a special look at Snow White came out in the middle of the day in a very secret way. And by the time I caught it, we were 5 hours into it, and it's just going to highlight just how insufferable Rachel Zegler is. And it's going to also highlight that perhaps Disney wishes this film was never happening. And yet it is. And on March 21st, it is going to be a colossal failure. But let's take a look at this so called special look at waiting on a song they hope catches on like When You Wish Upon a Star. I'm not sure it's going to. So, when I got to this particular 1 minute segment, I noticed that it had already gotten a significant number of downvotes. Of course, I added mine because I'm not really very impressed. Despite her having a halfway decent singing voice, she's overacting. This is a Broadway kid that is on, well, film. A lot of her facial expressions do not align with what she's singing or saying in the course of this song. And again, this is only a teaser or first look at something that I think many of us really don't want to see. With just about 18,000 views at this point, we're looking at 2,200 downvotes and some comments that you would have to read to believe. But I'll get to a couple of them. This particular folk, we've got Disney. If you want people to watch this movie, you must do two things. One is make Gal Gadot win, and two is use real dwarfs, which I agree with wholeheartedly. Why they didn't is a ridiculous, politically correct maneuver that everybody seems to hate. Imagine if you have the most beautiful and kindest girl, Gal Gadot, and yet you make her the evil queen, which I agree with. We are not blind, Disney. Gal Gadot is Snow White, both in real life and in the movie. Ooh, a little playing both sides comment there. Shadow says, I'm still rooting for the evil queen. So am I. I'm wishing from the original was a million times more beautiful. I agree with Zombie Clyde, or I think that's how that's spelled. From this person, you would definitely need a wish your movie won't flop, and even then, it wouldn't help. They better wish. Disney must be removing comments. I believe that's probably true, or somebody is. May you never know peace. Rachel Zegler to over half the population in the USA. That's track. That's true. That's correct. That's what she did say, and then went on to have a publicist write an apology that we don't believe she would have meant, even if she'd done it herself. Faster Babylon says worst casting choice in Disney history. I agree with that. This person said came for the comments, got disappointed. Me too. I was expecting more, better. Lots of people making color jokes, waiting on a wish for Disney to fix Snow White and replace Rachel Zegler. I'm wishing for the same thing. Somebody in the comments saying, let's put that video in the top 10 disliked videos. Well, that would be 3 Snow White teasers or trailers at this point. Regardless, you can't necessarily blame her for poor costuming choices and for this obvious Claire's jewelry fabrication here that she's wearing around her neck. Of course, she's got to be the leader. She can't be rescued by the prince. She can't even want a prince. In fact, I don't believe that we're going to even see that character portrayed as a prince. Perhaps, but it really does just break down where she came from and her family. And yeah, the thing that I see is that her facial expressions don't always line up with what she's singing about. Not that that's a problem. I mean, you go through a range of muscles when you're making expressions in your face to convey emotion. Regardless, this isn't going to help things. I'm not going to play this all the way through. I'm not going to play the music because obviously it'll get claimed. You can definitely go and check it out for yourself on the Disney YouTube channel, and vote accordingly how you feel about this particular trailer. I'm sure they'll love the feedback. They certainly have not had enough at this point because they're still coming out with this film in this form with this this reprehensible person, this irredeemable person. I think it's going to cost them greatly. Right after Captain America Brave New World fails, this is set to fail just 5 weeks later. So enjoy. I think the memes are going to be spectacular, and the catastrophic flops are going to be something worth paying attention to. because 2025 is going to be the year of the flop for Disney, with only 3 potential films that have a chance to perform well. Anyway, I thought you guys would love to see this on very short notice. Do take the time to check it out if you want to. I might even link it in the description down below. Also, quick reminder, please double check you're subscribed to the channel. If you look down there and the button is red, turn it to gray. Help us get to 50K by the end of 2025. In fact, sooner if we absolutely can. And I can only do that with your help. And I'm just going to thank you in advance for that. While you're down there commenting, also hit the thumbs up button. It does help out a lot. And share out the video because that will help as well. Other than that, I'll wish whatever I always wish for you. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, well, check out this terrible trailer. See ya for real.